Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. Sorry, I know my hair's a mess, but I just got up and I felt like, this is a film that I wanted to do my After I Saw video before I saw Detroit today. So pretty much let's get into it. Yesterday I saw The Dark Tower, and I'm giving you guys my thoughts on it. So The Dark Tower is Stephen King's newest book to film adaptation, and he's not a big fan of his book to film adaptations, but so The Last Gunslinger, Roland Deschain, played by Idris Elba, has been locked in an internal battle with Walter O'Dim, also known as the Man in Black, played by Matthew McConaughey, determined to prevent him from toppling the Dark Tower, which holds the universe together with the fate of the worlds at stake. Good and evil while collide in the ultimate battle, as only Roland can defend the tower from the Man in Black. And basically, you got this boy called Jake who goes looking for the gunslinger. And yeah. Now, I was really looking forward to this movie. The trailer really interested me, and Stephen King is my favorite author. I haven't read much of the books. I've read a little bit of A Pet Cemetery, the book, but I am a fan of Stephen King, mostly the movies. The Shining, one of my all-time favorite movies, as well as Shawshank Redemption, and films like that. And going into this movie, I went in with low expectations, didn't know what I would get out of it. And this is an okay movie, okay? I was disappointed for the most part. But there is some stuff to like, Idris Elba does a fantastic job as the gunslinger, and I can certainly say he's one of the best things about the movie, but it certainly has some issues, like from a visual perspective, like when we're first introduced to the world that the gunslinger is in, the green screen can be noticeable at some times, at least from what I found it to be. And from a visual perspective, when Jake, the boy that was about to go through the portal, there's like a monster that turns into a bunch of floorboards and comes out, and there's a bunch of visual points that I didn't feel fit right into the movie. Like I didn't think the CGI was fully well done, but I can say one of my favorite aspects about this movie is near the end of the movie, where the final battle between the Man in Black, and I can certainly say those final moments when he takes down the Man in Black. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to entirely go into spoilers because I'm not into this for spoilers, but yeah. From a visual standpoint, it works and it sometimes doesn't. And just like Sony, there is product placement, but there's just a tad bit of product placement. Like there's a scene, where, the gunslinger goes to New York City, is in New York City with Jake, and near the end he tries a hot dog, and then he tries Coca-Cola, except they don't mention what it's called. He says, "What is this?" And then Jake's like, "Sugar." But Sony and getting that other stuff. But that's not really a big deal, pretty much. But here's the thing: my dad understood this movie more because I'm not sure. Now the middle part of the movie is where things drag down for me. I didn't really think the middle part was all that interesting, except the gunslinging. Now the gunplay. Let me talk about the gunplay. It works and it doesn't work. And pretty much near the end of the movie, I was all like, I'm not sure if they're leading up to a sequel or what, but here, I've never read the Dark Tower books, but fans are going to be disappointed. Some fans are, because there's a series of books, and for its runtime of an hour and 35 minutes, I certainly can tell that there could be plans for a sequel. I'm not 100% sure, But now Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black, I didn't think he was that much of a memorable villain, but for the most part, he was fine. Performances were fine. Easily the best thing about the movie was Idris Elba as the gunslinger, and there is heart to it for the most part. And here's one thing that I was shocked at, that it was going to be PG-13. Judging by the trailers, I did not think this would be PG-13. But I'm not going to entirely complain about that for the most part. Overall, my viewing with The Dark Tower, it was an okay experience. I didn't hate the movie. Like, I do feel like 18% on Rotten Tomatoes is a bit low. You know, I didn't think it was that bad. But for the most part, it was a fine movie. It's not a perfect movie or anything. But for the most part, my final verdict for this, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I would give it I was gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5, but that would just feel like I'm being a little too hard on it. So yeah, thanks for watching. This afternoon I'll have my review for Detroit. I'm really looking forward to seeing that film. So yeah, and then I'll also have a chat with Matt at the afternoon after I do Detroit. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.